to fantasy football with my friends the other day.
Alan, Josh?
Well, look who's back. Where the hell have you been? At home, sitting on your asses?
Go away now, Josh. Actually, my name is Alan.
You're a dorky white kid with a Cub Scout bandana on his head.
November.
Tango.
I like that one. You take that one. This is my favorite pen.
See, that's what happens.
Oh, cat's chewing on it again.
There was a disruption in the matrix because you switched pens. Hey, welcome back to Bent on Fantasy Football. I'm Alan Bentley.
I'm Josh Worley.
And we are going to have some fun this week, aren't we, Josh?
I hope so.
Yeah, well, we intend to. We're going to start with our beers, though. I want to jump right into this because it's going to be cool.
Okay.
You go first.
I'm going to go first. 3-0.
Wait a minute. Hold on. 3-0.
Oh, do they mean the same thing, I wonder?
What does yours mean?
So, everybody knows this is the playoffs. Okay, we made the playoffs in all 4 of our leagues.
Yes.
Neither one of us got the first round bye, so it's a brand new season, guys. We need to go 3-0 to take down that crowd.
Yep.
That crown.
Yeah, and the crowd.
And the crowd, yeah. So 3-0 is the goal. It's a fresh start to the new playoff season.
Okay. It's not what my 3-0 means, though.
I have a feeling.
My 3-0 is going to lead us into what's got us bent, but we're not going to talk about it just yet. We're going to talk about some other things first. But 3-0. If you guys watched the Minnesota Vikings and the Raiders game, oh my gosh!
I tried not to.
A snooze fest. If you guys keep tabs on our Facebook page, I was posting on there. If you're watching that game, just turn the channel because it's not going to get any better. I was wrong. They did get a field goal, which was about the most excitement they had the entire game.
Mm-hmm.
Great performance by both teams.
Funny story, I was listening to ESPN. I was doing Christmas shopping, so Ellen and I didn't get together this weekend doing some last-minute shopping, but I was listening to the XM Fantasy Sports Radio in my car, and they were talking about that game because those guys like to bet a lot. They do, you know what live betting is?
Yeah.
They were live betting, and at the start of the fourth quarter, the over-under was 4.5. For the game, guys, not for the spread, not for the quarter. For the game, it was 4.5, and they were saying, I've never seen a score like this before, or an over-under like this before. This is ridiculous. And I think it was juiced toward the under, so
wow.
So yeah, that's nuts. I mean, it was just ugly.
It was a terrible game. There's a lot of talent on both sides of the field on that game, and to go 3-0, that's humiliating for both teams, even the team that won, especially the team that won.
Yes.
And that's the first time that's happened, too, in, I think it was...
like 4 or 5 weeks?
No, 3-0 for a game to end 3-0.
Oh, 3-0.
Yeah, I think that's been like 15 years or something, or I don't know, in the 70s maybe?
Something like that, yeah.
I can't use my phone to look it up right now, but I did earlier, and it's been a long time, and it's only like the 6th time since the Super Bowl era.
That's the second time this year that a team failed to score a touchdown and won a game, guys.
Yeah.
Remember, the Bears did it.
Yeah, they're trendsetters, the Bears are. Yes, they are.
Yeah.
All right, anyway.
There were some new records, though, too, I forgot.
We got to get these open.
Okay, we got to get them open.
All right. So, guys, as you do every week, pop open a cold one.
Sit back.
And enjoy the show. And get your can open. There we go.
There we go. Oh, man. I'm 3-0, man. I'm pumped. So
I am too.
We'll see how we feel next week when we come back.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about this a little bit, about some of the things you can kind of do as, I guess, preventive medicine, if you will, during the playoffs. Some things to look for, and we'll get into all that in just a minute. But we want to remind you guys to like, subscribe, and share. Put some comments down below. Talk us up. We'll be happy to answer any comments you guys put up there, or at least Josh will. If I don't like it, Josh will answer it, and if Josh don't like it, then Josh will answer it.
Yes.
But yeah, we highly encourage.
And that's what I make the big bucks for, Alan.
The big buck. Big buck. He gets one big, huge dollar bill with somebody's face on it. I don't know whose face that is, but anyway,
as long as it's not yours.
Yeah. But yeah, please do like, subscribe, and share, and like I said, comment down below. Check out our Facebook page too. It's Bent on Fantasy Football on Facebook, so check that out. I always put some kind of funny stuff up there. But yeah, check us out. Let's move on to Gub, because we've already kind of started this conversation.
I got 2 Gubs, so why don't I go first, then you do yours, and then I'll do my second one.
Sure.
All right. And I think Alan was a little Gub about this too. Pat Mahomes obviously was. But that play where Kadarius Toney lined up offsides.
Yeah.
You look, guys, come on. He was clearly offsides by almost a full yard. Now, in order for an offensive player to be lined up offsides, a position player out on the wing like that, you have to be impeding the umpire's view of the ball, or the line judge's view of the ball.
Right down the line of
and
scrimmage.
you could clearly, you can't see the ball from the line judge's point of view.
Now, granted, there is a little bit of a difference in the angle, but nonetheless, there was no way you're going to see that ball when you're looking down the line of scrimmage. He was clearly lined up wrong.
Absolutely not. And the funny thing is, Alan posted a doctored image of that to our Facebook page where he was like 5 yards behind.
Looked good to me. I mean,
yeah.
Who doesn't start
And
out 5 yards
did you notice
ahead
a
of the line
couple
of
people
scrimmage?
actually commented like, "Oh man, that's ridiculous." They didn't know it was a doctored image.
Yeah.
But that's the first thing that's got me bent. Kansas City fans, he was offsides.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he was, and for Mahomes to blow up like that, I mean, come on.
Well, you and I were talking about it. If that wasn't Mahomes, he would have been ejected, most likely.
And you know what the funny part about that is? In the press conference, he said, I've been in the league for 6-7 years, whatever it is, and I have never had an offensive offsides called. And literally, I got done watching that portion of the press conference. I turned the channel, went back to a different game, and literally within 5 minutes of watching that game, that same penalty was called on somebody.
I think it was MVS earlier in the year, wasn't it?
No, I mean like literally minutes
I gotcha.
After I seen that press conference, I literally turned it over, and another team got called for that, and I was like, yeah, I've never seen it twice in one day either.
No,
oh geez, that's weird.
So this is Mahomes' 7th year.
Yeah. So yeah. It was just kind of coincidental that he said that, and I turned over, and there it was. So,
yeah.
So, it happens. Roll with it. Take your loss, move on. I know it's a bitter pill to swallow, but swallow it, Mahomes. It's it is what it is. There's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's what's got us bent for number one. And then number two, what's got you bent?
All right. So we kind of touched on this a little bit. The Raiders Vikings game, the 3-0 win, I guess, moral victory more than anything for Minnesota. But for these two teams, there's so much talent on both sides of the field on these teams. For these teams to go 3-0, this is not good defenses. This is not stellar defenses working against stellar offenses.
I would have thought that game would have been maybe 24-21 or something like that. But
yeah. And for neither team to score a touchdown.
Neither team to score a touchdown, and neither team to score with until 2 minutes left in the game.
Yes.
That's just disgusting.
It's terrible. That's terrible. It's terrible play calling, terrible coaching, terrible play design. Whatever the hell it is, it's just absolutely horrible.
Yes.
That being said, as part of you've got another gub you want to talk about?
I do, but yeah, keep going.
I was just going to say, as part of that whole scenario too, from a fantasy perspective, Josh Jacobs is going to be very, very questionable. Or he's obviously questionable to be even playing, but his ceiling is pretty low at this point.
With Aiden O'Connell, yeah, it is.
Yeah. So they talked about making him the center of the offense again, and the first couple weeks it worked great. If they get back to that, it will work great. If they don't get back to that, fantasy owners are going to be screwed on this. So proceed with caution. If you've got another option that you can flex him out and get somebody good in, do that, or at least get them on your bench so that you're prepared for it if you really feel like Jacobs is going to...
And we have Jacobs. We were high on him all year. We're starting Charbonnet over him this week, guys. And I have no qualms about that. Do you? No?
None whatsoever.
Not even close, so...
All right, so...
The other thing that's got me bent, I'm sure you guys know who Fanatics is. For those of you that don't know the company Fanatics, I think they started off with like jerseys, things like that, sports memorabilia. They bought the rights to the Topps company, so they do a lot of the card brands and stuff now. So I was telling Alan this before the show. Tom Brady was actually drafted right out of high school in 1995 as a... Go ahead and touch it.
That was easy.
As a catcher to the Montreal Expos. So as a tribute to Tom Brady, this year Fanatics is including some cards in their one of their new lines, Bowman Chrome, I think it is. And I have no problem with that. But on the Fanatics website, you can actually buy a Brady Montreal Expos jersey.
Tom Brady, that is.
A Tom Brady Montreal Expos jersey. But what's got me bent, they're charging $300 a piece for them. That is just absolute nuts, okay? I mean...
And you can't tell me there's a collectible.
No, hell no, it's not a collectible. I mean, granted, it's officially licensed, but $300.
Yeah, that's
Come on.
You know what's happening is they're making a ton of money off of everybody, and they're going.
That was easy.
Yeah, and you know what? A lot of jackasses are going to buy it.
Yes, yes. So boycott it. Don't buy it. Don't buy it.
I'm not effing buying it. So,
all right. So that's what's got us bent. Let's talk about our records. Our season records.
Our season records.
This is from our all of our leagues combined, all 4 leagues combined, and our combined records.
Yeah. So last week we were at 58%. We should be right about between 57 and 58. We dropped slightly because we lost 2, won 2, but we're 32-24 right now. But you know what? The most important thing is all 4 of those leagues were in the playoffs.
Yeah, that's the big thing. Yeah,
that's the only thing. We could be 1-12 or 1-13 for all I care. As long as we're in the playoffs, we're in.
And the thing about it too is on all the leagues, the one that we're in, the one that you're in, the other 2 that I'm in, all of them, I feel confident that our teams are strong enough to go all the way.
Yeah,
it's just a matter of matchup and when who you're playing and when. So I think that our teams are strong enough to bully anybody in either league. So
I do too.
It's just a matter of getting all of our points together at the same time.
Yeah.
So.
And we can't stress enough how important it is to make the playoffs. I bring this up with Alan time and time again. The first year I was in the league that him and I were in together last year, Peyton Manning had 3 kneel downs at the end of week 13.
Are you still whining about that?
No. And
go ahead.
I won by 0.08 because of those 3 kneel downs. I was playing against him. I snuck in with the 6th seed by 0.08 points. I blew everybody out in the playoffs and won the league. So all you need to do is make the playoffs.
Yeah, you just got to get in.
Yeah.
If you I think we said last week on the show, if you get in the playoffs, you have a fighting chance of winning the league. If you don't get in the playoffs, you have 0 chance. So that's obviously step number 1.
And I'll tell you something right now. Speaking of playoffs, getting in to win, who the hell is going to want to play Denver right now? The way that they're playing, man. They've won 6 in a row. They're looking good. I mean, they're beating good teams. So their offense. Not really. Their defense is
half of their
amazing.
team is looking good. Half of their team.
Yeah, but who wants to play them?
Right.
Yeah.
Man, that's tough.
You can say that for Dallas and San Fran on the other side too.
You know what? Another team you can say that for? The Bears. The Bears have a shot at making the playoffs.
They do. They do.
They have a shot. Now, and I'm going to say something here, and the reason I'm saying it this week is because our regular season in fantasy is over with, right?
Okay.
So at the beginning of the season, I picked 2 teams to be the most improved. I was right about one of them.
Mm-hmm.
You don't remember what the teams were?
The Bears.
Yeah.
Was it? It wasn't. It was the Jets, wasn't it?
No. Nope. It was the Panthers.
Panthers. Okay.
And I fell short on that one just because I.
Well, you were high on a rookie quarterback. You were just high on the wrong one.
Yeah. Well, and that happens. But anyway, that's why I don't draft rookies most of the time. By the way. Anyway, but the one that I was right about is the Bears.
Mm-hmm.
And even I don't even care what their record is. I don't care what their record is going to end up. Where they are most improved. What?
No, keep going. Keep going. I'm going to look and see. I'm going to look and see what some of our... No, keep going. Keep talking. I'm going to look and see if we have some more of our early season picks.
So I'm going to say they are one of the most improved teams in the NFL, and here's why. Not because of their record or not because of any other factor than how much they have actually improved. That's why I said most improved team, not the best team, right?
Okay.
So I think I even predicted like 10 wins for them this year. Not going to happen, I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
But they have improved significantly from the beginning of the year till now. Number one biggest difference is their defense, right? Their defensive play calling, much, much better. They added Swift as a, or not Swift, they added a
Deontay Foreman.
No, they on defense. Yeah, I can't think of his name. But anyway.
Oh, Sweat,
yes, Sweat. They added him. Huge help.
Yeah.
Their offense is starting to click now. They're not consistent. That's the only problem with the offense is they're not consistent. The defense is gradually getting better and consistently getting better every single week.
Okay.
The Bears actually have an outside chance of making playoffs. I'm not saying that they're going to go very far in the playoffs because I think they're a few years from that still, but they may get in the playoffs, making them the most improved team from the worst last year to the most improved this year.
Okay.
So,
I want to talk about something real quick.
Go ahead.
first week, we made our predictions. Okay, do you remember this?
Yeah.
We had to spin the wheel, and we each had to pick 3 different categories.
Man.
I picked Tyreek Hill for receiving yards. I think that's pretty much a lock at this point. I mean, he's on record pace.
Yeah.
I picked Philly for the NFC Championship. And I picked Herbert for passing yards. So that one is definitely a no-go.
Yeah.
So that one is out of the picture. This one remains to be seen. I don't think Bijan's going to get Offensive Rookie of the Year. I think it's going to be Stroud.
No, I think that was supposed to be Brian Johnson. No, anyway, go ahead.
It's Bijan. Burrow Offensive MVP. That's out of the picture. Okay. We still have 2 each alive. Bears, they could get 10 wins. Or no, they can't, can they?
I don't think so.
No, they can get 9. So, damn it. So that one's out. Okay, so you're still alive with Bijan, Offensive Rookie of the Year. I'm still alive with Philly, NFC Champ. I don't really like it after they got trounced by Dallas and San Fran back-to-back games.
Yep.
But Tyreek Hill, I'm pretty confident about.
Yeah.
And then I like your NFC pick for the Super Bowl. We picked the Super Bowl matchup, Dallas, Cincinnati.
Cincinnati's not going to make it.
I'm just going to cross off Cincinnati right now.
Yeah.
And I'm going to cross them off for Super Bowl champion. I'm still alive, but I don't like it. I thought it was going to be a rematch, Philly and KC. I don't like KC the way they've been playing, and I don't like Philly the way they've been playing.
Yeah.
I had Philly winning it. Even though I'm still alive, I don't like it. So,
yeah, same here.
yes.
All right. Cool.
All right,
Cool. So what is our? Let's talk about our WOMF.
Our WOMF,
Yeah.
we dropped a little bit. We went 5-5, so we dropped from 63% down to 61%. So hey, we went 50%, and we're still above 60% for the year. So,
And for those of you who don't know what WOMF is, it's Wheel of Misfortune. It's the thing we do every week. We talk about players, start them and sit them type of thing, with misfortune being the decider on who we talk about.
yes.
So we're doing all right.
Yeah.
We're above 500. That's important to us.
Yeah. Hey, that's all that really matters, guys. So
all right. So we want to jump into WOMF?
let's do WOMF. So
right.
we're gonna do it the same as we did. To start this whole thing off, I don't know who went first last week.
I don't think it matters.
I don't think it matters. You want to do the honors?
Sure.
So again, guys, this is a sit-start. Threshold for position players, non-quarterback, is 15 points.
Ooh, Mahomes.
Okay. And I sat Mahomes last week, and he scored like 14.5.
Who are they playing?
Kansas City is playing, I think, the Jets. Let me double check.
No, it's not the Jets.
They're playing New England.
New England.
Okay, in New England. It's going to be rainy. New England's defense hasn't been bad as of late. So, I don't know. 20 points. Personally, I would probably, but it's your pick.
Before you even say anything, I'm going to start him.
Okay. I was going to say, I would probably say a bounce back game is, I mean,
That's my exact thought. He's due for a bounce back game.
they're 2 games behind, guys, in the playoff number 1 seed. They need to get their shit together. They really do.
Panic's going to set in if they don't
Yes.
do something pretty quick.
All right, so he's got Mahomes start.
Yep.
I think I put 3 or 4 quarterbacks on here. Lamb.
Ooh.
God, I have a love-hate relationship with Lamb. I got to start him because I have him. I would have won last week, guys, because I had Lamb left and he had Aubrey left. And I thought, oh, man, I'm down 10 points. Lamb's going to blow him out of the water. Aubrey outscored him by 10 points, even with Lamb's touchdown and all those catches. So I'm going to start him. I mean, he's 15 pretty much automatic.
And who are they playing?
God, who are they playing? I was just looking at it, too. Buffalo.
Okay.
Buffalo's only a 2-point favorite at home.
Yeah.
And that's a 51 over-under. So I think plenty of work for Lamb.
I think so.
I think there's going to be some high fantasy scores across the board in that game.
Yeah, me too. A lot of fantasy points this last week. Oh, look at that.
Orange kid.
Orange. Russ.
Is Russ going to cook?
Who's Russ?
You know Russ.
Rusty?
Oh, my God. Yes, Rusty.
Yeah, he is rusty. Russell Wilson, I'm going to say sit.
Are you? He actually had a decent game last week.
Sit him.
Okay.
I don't like him.
I don't either, but
I totally lost any. I drafted him as a backup quarterback this year, and the 1 week that I needed him to be my solid one good week guy, he wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
Sit him.
Oh, I just got a news alert on my phone. I didn't talk about this. You know who Draymond Green is?
Yes.
In the NBA?
Yep.
I was going to say that's what got me bent, but there was no penalty dished out yet. He's suspended indefinitely for throwing a punch in that Phoenix Suns Golden State Warriors game. Now, this guy has had way too many chances, so it's about effing time. So,
So he got in trouble for throwing a punch?
Yeah.
What a stupid rule that is.
It's only his like 847th offense. I mean,
right.
But he is suspended indefinitely, so I'm happy about that.
So they don't know for sure if he's suspended? Is that what you're saying? Indefinitely?
I'm just going to move on to WOMF. Oh, God. This one, Devontae Adams. Normally, he would be a lock for a start. Who are they playing again? I was looking at it. They are playing... They're one of the Saturday games, aren't they?
They might be. I can't remember.
No, they're Thursday. Chargers and Raiders.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
That game's going to really stink. I'm going to say start him even with Aiden O'Connell because they really don't have many options. Josh Jacobs is not looking efficient. He's starting to look like Najee Harris. So,
yeah.
And I don't like it. So.
All right. Oh, why do I get both pink ones? What's up with that? Shut up, Josh.
Pinky and
oh, and then it says love underneath it.
Oh, God, yes. You have had 3 quarterbacks. I think those are the only 3 we have.
Who are they playing?
Green Bay is playing. Oh, they're on a bye. Just kidding. They're not. Who is Green Bay? Oh, wait a minute. Are they playing Monday? No, they're not. What the heck? Tampa Bay. I gotta learn how to use this newfangled smartphone.
All right, so I'm gonna say sit love, and here's why. Okay. So last week, I decided to stream the Green Bay defense. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
In place of, because I had the Eagles on one league and I had Dallas on the other league. So I decided to, since I thought it was going to be a high-scoring game, I decided to stream Green Bay's defense, and they sucked.
Yes.
So therefore, love sits.
Yes.
I mean, I know it's fair. Right?
Oh, did you? I don't know if you saw this or not. I was looking at this week. Did you see the NFC South records?
Oh, 6 and 7.
3 teams are 6 and 7 at top of the division. So that's I hate it. I hate when that happens, and I know you do too.
Yes.
So all 4 teams could be sub 500. I think Green Bay will beat Tampa Bay.
That was the NFC East a few years ago.
Yeah, it was. Ooh, good spin there.
Wow.
Baby poop green. Bijan. I think they're playing Detroit. I know he's come on lately. They're using him, but he really hasn't been doing much besides the one game. Ritter is starting to throw it a lot more. He threw for, I think, 330 and 2-3 touchdowns. So I'm going to sit Bijan. No cheating.
No, I was just tightening up a little bit. There,
my ass.
I'm not touching that one. Literally. All right. So it's right there. Perfect. But the orange one. Oh, man. CJ Stroud.
Oh, my God. Are you kidding me?
That's
4 quarterbacks.
Well, it's not my fault. I didn't make the wheel.
I thought I only put 3, but that had to be the last one.
Sit.
Sit?
Yeah, I don't even know who they're playing. Oh, they're playing...
They're not playing Tennessee, or they got blown out by the Jets. They might be playing No, they're not playing Tennessee. Who cares? Well, whoever they're playing, you're gonna sit him.
Sit him, yeah.
I set him last week after that hot streak, and man, he looked like crap.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't. I don't think the team scored a touchdown last week, did they?
I don't think so.
I know they lost like 31-6 or something.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Kyron. I need Kyron to perform. He barely hit the 15-point mark last week.
And who are they playing?
Rams, they are playing. You think we would know this with our own show and stuff, you know, but I mean, they're playing Washington, and it's a 50 over-under. They're 7-point favorites at home. I think he's going to blow it out of the water.
I think so, too.
Yeah, the implied totals on that, Vegas thinks that Rams are going to score almost 29 by themselves. So, and being up, Kyron's going to get a ton of work.
There you go. Let's see. There we go. T-Law.
Can you turn it so we can see? Or
Well, you don't need to see. I read it to you. Okay, fine. T-Law.
you got all 5 quarterbacks, so I did put 5. So you're starting him.
T-Law. Start.
We are starting him in our league. We think he's going to have a big game. All right, just do it for me.
It's Mixon.
Mixon.
Mix in some points, Mixon.
I really, really like Mixon. Here's the problem. I also like Chase Brown. Chase Brown had a big touchdown. He was a vulture last week. I'm gonna sit him. I know we're playing him, and I hope he proves me wrong. I hope I lose this one.
I don't.
No. I hope he has a huge game and proves me wrong.
I do too, but I wish you would just stop being wrong.
Hey, I've been carrying us the last 3 or 4
All
weeks.
Right, so here's my take on Mixon. So their offense is struggling now without.
Take on me. Are you gonna sing the Aha song to him?
No. And please don't ever do that again. My eardrum is bleeding. But
well, here, let me get it.
Without Burrow, they're struggling. Okay,
they are.
They're actually doing what they should be doing though. They're mixing in a lot of people into the offense that have been either forgotten or have been
overshadowed by Chase.
Or overshadowed, or I mean, it was a Chase Mixon show for a long time this season, and now they're starting to spread the ball around a little bit more.
Have you noticed how Browning is really liking Boyd lately?
Oh, I do. I like him too, as far as that combination. But man, the ball's going everywhere, and that's what it should be doing. Yeah. So
see, as a Chase owner, I'm entering the playoffs with Chase and Lamb as my 2 receivers. I'm nervous about Chase, guys. Yeah. So as you can imagine.
Yep. So. I think it's a good one to start, to be honest with you, because they're really starting to get him mixed into the offense.
Well, I'm going to sit him, and I hope he proves me wrong, and I hope we win. So
I hope he proves you wrong too, because I'd rather win than to be right on that.
Or if we win, and then we could be right, he could perform poorly and we win. How about that?
Perfect.
All right, hey,
I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
As long as we win.
As long as you're cool with it, that's the most important thing, Your Highness.
That is the most important thing. Yeah. You're right. Okay, so one more time, we want to remind you guys to like, subscribe, and share. Please. We really appreciate those of you who tune in every week and watch us. Take the time out of your day, and I know you guys are busy just like everybody else is. We appreciate you.
Especially now, we're getting like 10 more shopping days till Christmas, something like that.
You know what that means?
It means that I can get something for you really good, right?
Well, actually, I was going to say something else, but thanks, Josh. I was going to say it's almost time for the Benties.
Yes, the Benties. Ooh, I can't wait.
I know. That's going to be coming up real soon, generally right around the end of the year.
I got Ellen a nice blouse, so don't tell them for Christmas. So.
Yeah, well, I seen you wearing it earlier, so it's not really a surprise, Josh.
Trish and I were watching Elf the other night, and remember when... You've seen Elf, right?
Yes.
Do you remember when he's in the department store and it says for that something special and he wants to get it for his dad and it's that lingerie and then his dad opens them up at work? That's what I'm going to get for you.
Aw. Let's never speak.
You just have to wear it on the show.
Yeah, you buy it and I'll wear it. No, I won't.
Okay, I was going to say.
Waste your money.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyway, guys, do be safe during the holiday season. And we are going to be back next week with another show. Thank you again for tuning in. And until next week, get bent
on fantasy football.